I love my father. I always say this respectfully, and I honor my father, but God didn't create you to be somebody else. He created you to be you. You are anointed to be you. And so I felt that pressure to be like my dad, but God never called you to be like somebody else. So one day I was reading the scripture, it was in the book of Acts, and it says, David fulfilled his purpose for his life. And I felt like God said to me, Joel, your father fulfilled his purpose, now go out and fulfill your own purpose. And it was at that point I stepped into my own shoes, and I started ministering what I felt like the way God wanted me to. Because see, my personality, you know this, and you probably wouldn't be here, my personality is to encourage, to uplift people. People say, Joel, why are you so positive? I was like this before I was a minister. This is just who I am. But when you try to fit in somebody else's mold, you're not anointed to be somebody else. As much as I love my father, I'm not anointed to be him. You saw my dad on the screen. He was fiery. He was strong. I'm more quiet, more laid back. But you got to be who God has called you to be. And so when I stepped into my own shoes, that's when the ministry began to take off. Are you letting somebody try to squeeze you into a mold? And again, I don't mean, be disrespectful or to be, not take advice, but when I took over from my father, there were a lot of people giving me advice. A lot of good people, they loved me, and they said, Joel, you need to do this, you need to preach like this, you need to lead like that. And man, there was so much advice, it was times kind of confusing. And at one point I thought, God, I love all my friends and they all mean well, but I'm going to be who you called me to be, and if it doesn't work out,